I wish Eno would love me like that. But Eno has to be depressed. Why? I think this time around we should be able to finish everybody. We'll get to Dizzy at the very least. I know there's a few tracks outside of the character themes that we'll definitely be covering in a separate video. Let us know which ones we should take a look at. So for this video in particular, I'm swapping over to Cloudrop's channel because Captain Booker's has the unofficial lyrics. And a lot of corrections are made here based on just like comparing the lyrics. So hopefully this one is the most correct one. You never know with Guilty Gear tracks. Like even Daisuke doesn't know what he's singing sometimes, which is really funny.
I was gonna say in the end, we don't know, so all we can do is based on what we see.
Yeah. This is just guessing, our best educated guess. But for anybody new here, I would like to heavily emphasize that we know nothing about music. We just like the Guilty Gear characters. So there have been some tracks that we misinterpreted. We apologize, but please let us know when we do so that we can understand the tracks more. But anyways, today we're starting with Elphelt. What is your guess for this track? Because I'm assuming both of us haven't heard this one.
I assume heavy metal.
Okay, I have an extra piece of information here. It was...
Extras?
Oh, no. God damn it, Survey. So, near the end of the year, I saw a post from the Guilty Gear Twitter account saying happy birthday to Elphelt, and it was exactly on Christmas. I am going to assume that there is going to be something related to a Christmas song. And you know everybody's favorite Christmas song?
What is everybody's favorite Christmas song?
Mariah Carey.
Just all of Mariah Carey.
No, there's only one Mariah Carey song that everybody's going to be thinking of during Christmas. That's for sure. So there might be certain references to that. What was the English title? All I Want for Christmas Is You? Something like that. And I think that fits with Elphelt's character so much as well.
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, she's still looking for somebody to marry. Even in her arcade store with Nago, she's like, oh my god, you're proposing to me? Nago could not get her off his back. Jesus.
Yeah.
Poor guy. On Faust giving her flowers and the flower wilting, and he was so sad. Oh. Yeah, that's my guess. Definitely heavy metal. Maybe something to do with Christmas.
Heavy metal Christmas song.
There have been weirder things in Guilty Gear's tracks, so.
I suppose so.
This is definitely Mariah Carey. Very Mariah Carey.
I know music is subjective and that everyone likes different things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this kind of music at all.
You never know. There might be a switch up that completely changes your opinion about it.
There always could be, but like, I don't know, it just hurts my throat to listen to it. I don't know.
Just listening to it hurts your throat. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about heavy metal or screamo like this. I don't know exactly what you would call it. But this is really freaking hard to do.
Oh, no, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, fair enough. I can see this being very fitting for Elphelt, though. I'm still banking on the fact that it's going to have a switch up at some point, because it's really reminding me of a song from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I think is the band name. The one that did the Parasite OP. Yeah. They do a lot of stuff like this, and then a lot of switch ups and stuff. So it might be more akin to that.
I love the Parasite OP, except for the full version when they have to scream.
I loved the music video for that because one of the guys does like a crab walk, and it's freaking funny. I
haven't seen it. lot since her first appearance. And yet hasn't changed much. Buckle up.
What? Rub-a-dub-dub?
Oh, I have heard this part. What? Wait.
Yeah, I have too. I don't know where, but...
Right, that's what I was just trying to think. Wait, how have I heard this part?
Okay, so far the song has mostly been about Elphelt being like, ah yeah, I know who I am, I know what I want, and I have an infinite drive in my soul to get the thing that I want, which is to be married, I'm assuming.
Rub-a-dub? Yep.
Yeah, she's got to be squeaky clean. How else are you going to find a partner?
I'm just picturing those SpongeBob. Squeaky clean.
What? Why do you picture a lot of SpongeBob? Do you like SpongeBob a lot?
I don't, but my brother was obsessed with it, so it was always on in the house.
All I've heard about your brother is how based he is. Does your brother also like Warhammer? Based.
No, he likes RuneScape and League of Legends and Magic the Gathering.
He's one of the boys. Let's go. There you go.
I was gonna say, I don't see any Christmas, but the Hallelujah is kind of Christmassy.
Kind of. Dang, I really want it to be right. It would fit her so much, too. That's actually a really good point. Because whenever it comes to any little problem in life, we make such a big fuss about it. But in other contexts, we just kind of ignore it because it's a little problem. I suppose it's more so a perspective thing. So within the context of the song, my assumption is that extras is referring to the little things in life and appreciating them more.
Yeah, that's how I take it too.
She's just happy. Very Genki.
Yeah, I get yelled at when I laugh too much in videos, so you gotta be careful, but you'll make people angry if you're too happy.
But Elphelt told me to smile and laugh. Okay, where is the rub-a-dub-dub? Where does it fit into this puzzle?
I genuinely got nothing for that.
I'll be honest, dudes. Sometimes I feel like Guilty Gear songs, yeah, they can have more meaning than, what is apparent the direct translation is. But sometimes I feel like it's just cool sounding. So they're like, yeah, let's just slap it onto the song. And make this like a really catchy lyric that is very unique that nobody else would ever do because it doesn't make any sense. But we just own it. I think that's certainly one of the charms of Guilty Gear, though. And, people could say that it has meaning. Some songs, all the songs need to have meaning. But then you look at something like the Nier Automata soundtrack, and that is legendary. And that doesn't really mean anything. It's just sound. And yet you feel so much from it, so.
I think things at that point, like Nier Automata is a perfect example, where the music itself doesn't necessarily have meaning, but the story, the context, and your playthrough give it meaning. And I think you could say the same thing about Guilty Gear. It doesn't have to have a deeper context always, but it's connected to the character, and the character, you need to find it.
I'm sure Cashew finds a lot of meaning from this song when he's hitting me with an infinite Rekka. Oh, I got it! So when you finally hit people with that infinite Rekka and they're new to the game and have no idea how to break out of it, You feel so filthy, you need to wash yourself after playing. There you go. That's my interpretation.
We'll have to message Cashew later and see if that's correct. I do love her stripe design. It's really cute.
It is. Really good redesign, I would say.
I like the cut. I'm lost, but I'm on this path. Like, I don't know where I am. I don't know how I got here, but I guess I'm here, so I'm going.
Considering Elphelt, yeah, that sounds about right. She does it with a lot of confidence. At least that I can admire. I'm glad that you're having a great time.
I like this mix-up.
I wonder why, Elphelt. Like a weed.
I think you were right. I think the Christmas song from Santa Baby.
Well, there you go. Oh, hey! Yeah! I did it! I did something. It wasn't exactly correct, but I was there.
Yeah. It's got Christmassy vibes. I hear it.
Yeah. What I need in my life is Christmas carolers to come up to my door and then sing this.
Rub-a-dub.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Yeah! No, those are Christmas carolers I would listen to.
Just go up dressed as guilty costumes for Christmas.
No, that's cursed. We probably couldn't do it.
I was gonna say, how long before we get arrested for harassing people?
But apart from that, I can't really find much deeper meaning than Elphelt being really happy with life, trying to pick up every little bit that she can and
just
enjoy things as
best.
she is. Yeah, doing her best to find a husband.
One day, she'll get there. I believe in her.
Well, we'll have to see what the anime brings.
If she were to hook up with any of the cast, who do you think she would be most compatible with?
With any member in the cast, who would Elphelt be most compatible with? It's
ignoring
definitely
pre-established couples, just pure character analysis. Like,
I would want to say Axel, but I don't know if that's Axel's type of girl. I'm not gonna lie. If Axel's like into Eno, Elphelt is not Eno.
I don't know why. Just the image of the two of them together really makes me laugh. But I think Elphelt and Slayer would be really funny.
What the fuck? Slayer? Slayer's already a married man. How could you do this, Irvy?
In a world where he's not.
What the hell?
I
All
don't
right,
know why.
guys. Who do you think would be Elphelt's true husband? Like her OTP. What is your ship? Let us know.
I mean, she is dedicated and definitely wants a husband. Slayer, we know, is a dedicated and loving husband. They would be the most inseparable and just kind of like in your face couple.
That would be the worst thing you could possibly bring upon this world. It's dandyism times a million with those couple. So just don't even speak it into this universe. You know what? Give Elphelt to A.B.A. A.B.A. and Elphelt. Elphelt can fix A.B.A.
Oh my god! That's going in the same but opposite direction.
It's a complete disaster, but in the other way. And speaking of A.B.A., now this one. This is one of my favorites. I love this theme a lot.
I'm excited for it, yeah. I know I've heard it when we were playing, but I don't think I've connected. Like, I don't know it.
Yeah, I haven't sat down and looked at the lyrics either. So, excited to see this one. Well, once we get to that part, I'll talk more about it, but... Wait.
What?
The fact that Donkey released the official lyrics by taking a picture of the papers with his phone is so funny to me.
Checks out from what I know of him. Which is not much, but it's consistent.
Yeah! Scratch his face.
Wisdom, patience, empathy.
These are all things that describe A.B.A.
Yeah, definitely. Paracelsus, maybe.
Peak lyrics! Peak!
She's like, all this shit, I don't need that. Whatever, say what you want.
Exactly! All these words that you stupid people use to define yourselves, I don't care. Blah, 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 blah.
That feels like it's directed at Testament.
Well, actually, in A.B.A.'s arcade mode, she does talk to Testament. Testament's the main person that she talks to, so maybe. I don't know.
You saw these words. Just shut up. Don't lecture me.
A bit of a side note, but I love A.B.A.'s face during her like burst here. Her super. She just has like this extremely unhinged expression that you don't really see on any of the other characters. It's very unique to A.B.A. And the English VA does an amazing job.
Like the most unhinged character in the roster.
Well, to be fair, I feel like Unicorn Man from the previous games kind of was unhinged. I think he's gotten a lot more mature, though, in lore. What was his name again? Raven? Something like that?
Yeah.
Don't know if we'll see him ever in Strive. I don't think he's been announced yet. I think Venom has, but...
I hope he has his cute short haircut from the ending of...
But anyways, I have to rewind for peak lyrics again.
A.B.A. is quirky.
Very.
Quirky.
It's worthwhile, bothersome. At time is kindness. Depressing. Those are forces mine.
Those are good virtues to have. You go, A.B.A.
just giving Mantis's "My anger is healthy" vibes.
That's such a good line out of context. For Mantis, it makes sense. But when you just, like, take it at face value, yeah. I think it fits ABBA more. Imagine, I can totally see that. Her screaming that as she does her super here. Yeah. I don't know. There's something just about ABBA that I really enjoy. She's like my failure of a daughter that I still love. I just want to see her go out there in the world and be her best, you know?
You're just standing on the silence chair. You can do it, girl. I believe in you.
I just have a tear flowing down my eyes. It's just like, I raised that girl. Everybody would probably think I'm the most horrible parent ever. Which actually, now that I think about it, it kind of fits with my lore too. Because that was made by a scientist. That definitely wasn't me. I would never abandon ABBA. Never. I forgot about how he says integrity. Integrity.
Respect, loyalty, responsibility.
Loyalty.
Curiosity, compassion, and affection were we just healthy chain. Break out, turn the key to a world untold. Life is made with words. Blah, 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 blah.
Don't let other people define you.
Yeah, exactly. Live free. Don't be chained down by these definitions, these labels that people put on you. Just be crazy and depressed and sick.
I mean, I got a couple of those down.
No, Serby.
It's worth the while, father and son. At times, it's kindness. Those are Varsha's mind.
I do love the way he enunciates. It's beautiful.
It always is. We love Naoki here on this channel.
Yes.
Even when he forgets the lyrics to Drift. This part.
Fun note.
I was gonna say, there was something when I heard this part that just brought me back. Okay. Do you know Pink Floyd?
I know the name. I'm sure I've heard a Pink Floyd song.
There's this song called, I don't know its exact name. You're Just a Brick in the Wall or something like that. And this one brought me way back to when I was still living in the States and listening to my mom's Pink Floyd album in the backseat. I'm pretty sure that it was like this exact note, and it might be a reference to that. Which, honestly, considering the context of that Pink Floyd song, it fits a whole lot with ABBA. Of just not being another brick in the wall and breaking away from these chains and these things that society might want to label you as.
Not knowing the song, that makes sense to me.
I mean, I could do a quick tab and we can listen to the song. I can't put it on YouTube, obviously, but at least give you some context for what I'm talking about.
Sure, yeah.
There's so many different videos. Why is there part 2?
Oh, I think I have heard this before.
This is a classic.
Sounds familiar.
Need no
I do know this one.
education. Yeah. It's that we don't need no education part that's like, that sounds so similar to ABBA's part.
I think, yeah, they do have similar implications.
If not musically, then definitely implications and meaning, I would say. At least it's good to know that you've listened to it and you recognize it and you are, at the very least, a little bit cultured. So anyways.
My dad is a big classic rock fan, so it's like, I'm sure I've heard a lot of classic rock songs that I just don't know them by name.
Yeah.
The art of words is my
That's a great line.
Just like her love with Paracelsus.
They're perfectly healthy, normal relationships.
That's why it's beautiful.
I hear it here, yeah.
Yeah,
That, like,
right?
opening song. Mm-hmm.
It just has like the same cadence too.
Yeah.
The same meaning, so
I
yeah.
don't know the music terms to like say what sounds similar, but I can hear it.
Yeah. A.B.A was the Keyblade master this entire time.
Yeah.
Sora and Guilty Gear when?
That would be amazing. It's like retro.
It's especially this last section that's like 100% another brick in the wall.
Hmm.
The audio quality even sounds similar too in a way. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's
No,
I
I'm with you. I hear it.
immediately got that flashback.
As soon as I knew what the song was, I agree.
So why is A.B.A.'s theme the greatest theme in all of Guilty Gear? Totally unbiased opinion.
It is pretty great. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, this is one of those songs that even outside of the context of the game, I'll just put on my playlist and listen to. It's just, I don't know. It feels nice to listen to. Yeah, with A.B.A.'s character, what else would it be but her like raging against the system, right?
It's definitely one of those where it's embracing your own individuality, for better or worse, kind of. It's like you are who you are, and at some point you just gotta accept and love yourself for it.
Yeah.
You can always strive to be better, but it's who you are.
I love how you said for better or worse, because with A.B.A, it's mostly worse. Regardless of that, though, there are a lot of positives that you can take from A.B.A.'s attitude towards life. So, yeah, take those. And not the whole like obsession with the key thing. That's a little bit unhealthy, I would say.
When is Paracelsus' theme?
Right? Paracelsus and Smash when? Dandyism. These three
Ups and
idiots in their
Yeah.
arcade mode together. They're just all being like, yeah, we're super cool and gentlemanly and dandy.
Yeah. Semi-official lyrics. We're doing our best out here.
Oh god, semi-official lyrics? No! Naoki posted lyrics by his own insistence. They aren't technically official, but like, come on. Oh, Kevin Booker. Oh, this poor guy. He's like, Naoki, please. These three kind of remind me of the whole, like, Chip and Anji. Their whole group thing that they got going on, but those are like the nerd group. This is like the posh chess club group. And I kind of love them for that. So I don't think either of us have heard this one. What do you think Slayer's theme is going to be?
Dandy.
In one word, if you were to describe Slayer's theme, it would be dandy, indeed.
What else can you say? Maybe a little jazzy. Could be fun. I like jazzy songs.
With the lyrics ups and downs, it's going to be about life and
What?
how Slayer experiences life, all the ups and downs, and he takes them at face value and still freaking enjoys it and really loves his wife. The whole trope of having eternal life and that leading to eternal suffering is pretty common in media. But Slayer is kind of the opposite of that, where bro's got eternal life and pretty much eternal happiness no matter what the hell happens. This guy's, he's got it all.
Was it in a Guilty Gear reaction where I brought up Sandman? How I enjoyed that There was a point where the guy wanted eternal life, and Sam's like, "You're gonna regret that, but I'll give it to you, and I'll check in later." And he checks in later. No, I'm still happy about it. I was like, okay, I'll be back later. He comes back later. Yeah, I'm still happy about it.
I hate fighting against Slayer, but I can't be mad whenever his wife's on screen. She's lovely.
Slayer's fun. I enjoy Slayer.
He also has his little, like, funny air dash thing where he, like, pedals on the air. It's great.
The darkness is pierced by the morning sun.
He's kind of jazzy. I do it.
It's beautiful, I might mesmerize by it.
I like this.
I can't open my eyes, but eventually I get used it. Surrounded by precious things.
And this might jump up to one of my favorites.
This one is great.
Bedtime story, happy ending,
Bedtime
just a
story.
snapshot in time. Life is a journey, not a day.
See, this is the kind of music I love. So this is I'm here for it. I love it. Yes.
Why does Slayer have to be so goddamn cool? And have, like, one of the best themes, too. They're always
Yes.
winning too much.
Can't stop winning.
I guess this is the power of dandyism. I should convert.
We all need to be more dandy. Yeah. Can you pull off a mustache goatee like that?
Oh god, I don't know about that one.
Holding a platinum knife with sapphire glow.
Sapphire glows.
Did not shine. What he is
Sapphire's my favorite gemstone.
surrounded
Economic overthrow.
by precious things. My heart goes into stone, hardly to stop. Bedtime story, happy ending, it's just a snapshot in time. Life is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride without sound downs.
Alright.
Yep. It doesn't get more straightforward than that.
With the snapshot in time thing, it's more so saying, like, oh, this is a happy moment. Don't make it just a happy moment. Make it a happy journey. Life is enjoyable. Enjoy the entire journey. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I am very curious about, though, is who is exactly is he referring to when he's talking about holding a platinum knife with sapphire gloves? My friend enjoyed paradise for the palate. Who is your friend? You probably have a ton of them. We know that he has ties to Nagoriyuki. He obviously has ties with Milia and Zato. He has ties with basically every ruler, too, as well. So
I was
there's
saying, but
Kai.
that doesn't really fit any of them to me. So when
Yeah.
you say enjoy paradise for the palate, it makes it feel like you're there for the concept, the aesthetic, like, but not actually, I guess, living in the moment is what he's trying to say.
But his eyes did not shine. This might be a general reference to people who are very well off and very rich, but not happy.
Yeah, you're there for the aesthetic, the glamour, the like energy, environment, whatever you want to call it, but not actually truly living in the moment and enjoying yourself.
And then the economic overthrow with like, yeah, get rid of all these extremely expensive stuff. You don't need it to be happy.
Or it could also just be like that won't necessarily last forever. You could lose it all in any moment.
Well, for Slayer,
You can't
it'll
let
last forever.
your
but
happiness be tied to that.
the material stuff isn't going to last. But Slayer's still going to be here with his wife. So he's probably learned to let go of these things, which is why he has this view on all the materialistic things.
Hardly stop a bedtime story. Sometimes you have to play supporting role. But what matters is that you're
support main dries out.
in the moment.
I sort of interpret that as like relationship advice. Sometimes Slayer's not always the man of the house, I'm gonna
You
assume.
mean he's not the healer in this? No, yeah, definitely.
That could also be referring to his role as like the leader of the assassin guild, and then he stepped down to let Zato handle things, which I think was a little irresponsible, but he might have had his reasons too, that he didn't need to play the main role anymore.
A lot of that too is even if Zato isn't necessarily ready yet, he can push him in that direction from like it being the supporting role.
Yeah, true. If he never gets to know what the job is like, then he's never going to be ready for it. Well, in a different way, you could argue that nobody's ever ready for anything. You just kind of have to experience it and do your best.
And it's better to do it while Slayer can be there to be that supporting role.
Yeah. Except he wasn't.
Hey, I mean, he could have been there in the background.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like the lore did skim over that bit. And it almost felt like Slayer was just kind of chilling with his wife for a very long time, while the Assassin Guild sort of ran wild and Zato being crazy. But I could be wrong. But for those of you who know more about the lore, let us know.
Bedtime story, happy ending, you just found something time. Life is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs.
All right, that was a great
that
song.
one immensely. Yeah,
That one you just listened to and you're happy. And we're finally here with Queen Dizzy's theme. This should be the last character theme song. Well, as I'm recording this video at least. What is Queen Dizzy's theme?
I don't know.
All right, cool. Well, great. Awesome. Thanks for your input, Survey.
What do you think, Zero?
I think it's going to be a Disney princess song about how much she loves her husband and how beautiful the world is.
Not how stupid her son is and why he won't do his homework.
Maybe she'll throw a little bit of sass in there, but ultimately she really loves him, so it's also mostly going to be happy and love. Like, what else do you think Disney is going to sing about? Considering the evolution of her character, too, from, like, I don't know, being a gear lost in the woods, being hunted down by everybody who's after her bounty, to becoming a queen. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She's got to do something very queenly, very Disney princessy, I would say. She even talks to animals. Like, it's pretty darn obvious to me, at least. Hopefully. What if it turns out to be like hard rock or like screamo like Elphelt? That would be really darn funny. Just the juxtaposition with her song and character. I don't think it would be, though. Oh, all right. Swap back over to Cloud Drop. Captain Booker stated that there were unofficial lyrics, so just in case. Maybe this is more updated. I don't know.
I mean, they did go full Disney princess in her design this time with Rapunzel's hair.
Very much.
Faces in the dance of fleeting moments, my world shifts between dawn and night. Before my shadow lengthens in the twilight, I'll go. In the sunset, the sky was a place with golden blues. Before the darkness, how you took my hand.
Yeah, I wonder who she's referring to when she's talking about a radiant dawn that took her hand. I don't know.
Just some blonde.
Yeah, some blonde dude. Probably looks like a twink.
Can't know that you can qualify anyone and get to kiss a thing.
But
No,
yeah,
too
this
jacked.
is about what I expected. Oh, life is so beautiful. The flowing rivers, the open sky, the radiant dawn that guides me. She's just
Yeah.
a huge fan of Fire Emblem.
Nothing from the flowing sands of time. A bolt of lightning shows me where to
Who is the bolt of lightning?
You know, she's just happy, and that's some real queen shit. We're proud of her.
Slay, queen, slay! Be happy! I'm sure Slayer would approve of this attitude. A head figure walked behind another's trail. So probably Kai after Soul, after nowhere, dark and veiled, until you walked beside me. Probably talking about her life back when she was basically hunted for being a gear.
Yeah.
And it's just being like all dark and depressing. She doesn't know what to do, where to go. And then Kai came and was like, I'll marry you.
That just like that.
Yeah,
That's how it happened.
easy. That's exactly how it went down. That's just cute. It's just a couple that's in love. I
Yep.
can't hate that.
The sky was a place with golden rose before the darkness fell. Took my hand, it was a warm rain. All that changed without breaks. Faded radiant
I don't have Dizzy, so I was just looking at her gameplay. Just a giant fuck you laser.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't want to be at the other end of that. I can tell you that much. Yeah, I've been caught in that after practicing with Argoth, who's a Dizzy main.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
Dizzy's a zoner, so she's got a lot of tools to just poke you out from on the other side of the screen. The whole thing about fighting Dizzy is trying to just get to her in the first place. And she also has this funny thing where if she grabs you, she tells, I think Undine, I forget the names of the two spirits, but yeah. She tells him to, no, let him go. Don't hurt him. After taking a big chunk of my health. Okay. Dizzy just doesn't want to hurt people.
That's great. I like that. I like her design in Stripe a lot. It's a really good like progression for her character. I like that they gave, I forget, both of the spirits' names. They gave the guy the white veil so she could have the 2 white wings now.
I know that there's quite a few people who are mad that Dizzy's design became a lot more modest. But I'm also like, the character progression. Imagine if she dressed the way that she did when she was introduced as the queen of a country. I don't know. I don't really think that would fit. And like with how Kai dresses, she probably wants to match. And I think this matches him a lot.
If you can't find someone hot with clothes on, then you have issues.
Well, to speak on that subject, I'm just saying, things can be lewd without having to be revealing. Just look at Ina.
Leave room for the imagination, right?
Yeah, exactly.
She's still got the chunky ass tail.
Oh yeah. And she has these like light wings that people usually don't use it, but they suck away your life, your HP. It's a very slow sapping away of the life as she keeps you away from her, and she just kind of stalls for time. So a lot of her moves too have really funny names. Like there's a move that she has. I think it's called "This is what I use to catch fish." So yeah. She's weird like
You
that.
say that like Ino doesn't have a move called stroking the big tree.
Okay, now that is just Ino being Ino, right? But Dizzy doesn't name her moves necessarily. She's just like, yeah, this is the thing that I use to do that.
That's how it's a character.
Yeah.
They're not meant for fighting. You just happen to pick a fight with her.
She could destroy the world, but she doesn't want to.
Turn the sun back to the east. Tide's not changing.
Turning back time.
The world behind the eyelids remains miserable.
Didn't we have a song previously that talked about a world behind the eyelids?
I don't remember.
I definitely recall something like that, but it's been a while since our last recording.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But if the past was necessary to find you, I will accept anything. For there is nothing I want more than now. In the sun.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Even if the past was really sad and really depressing, it led to all the good things that she has now, and all the people that she knows, and the people that she cares about. Now she even has a son.
It's kind of the whole, like, while hardships suck in the moment, they are character defining and they end up forming who you are for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I always try to stand by whenever anything happens to me. I'm like, you don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It could lead to a much greater thing, or a good thing could even lead to a much worse thing. You never know. Just take it as it is and enjoy life with its ups and downs. Hey.
I think it was a Zero Escape that gave the example of in time travel. It's like you could have like a tragic incident, or I think there was a biker gang where like one of them survived an accident, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you wanna
that.
get married and have a happy life. It's like you could go back and change that and save them, but then his life would be completely different after that, and he wouldn't have, had that happy ending necessarily. It's like everything is contingent. There's no kind of black and white. This was a good thing or a bad thing. It just you make what you can of it, and you go forward, right?
I think it was Drift, right? Where that was like a white page is a blank page. A black page is a blank page. No, that might have also been Ramlethal's. But either one of those songs.
Yeah.
Also, Zero Escape reference. We gotta do a different Uchicochi game this time. Mixing it up, yo! We're totally original, by the way.
I can't help it. Those games had a big impact on me.
How's she not a Disney princess? A bird brings her a flower to put in her
happy
hair.
moment.
She just loves Kai so much. Man, I'm so jealous. I wish Ino would love me like that. But Ino has to be depressed. Why? Well, what else can you say? But this is so cute. Like, oh, I'm becoming a better person because I'm with you now. And all the bad shit that happened to me has led me to being with you. So I love all of it. Was there even a mention to her son? I don't think there was.
No, I'm not. Fuck you, Sid.
Oh, it's all about Kai. I actually really like Kai though, as that shonen protagonist type.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do it in an annoying way that I found a lot of other shonen protagonists end up being. You know, being
I like Sin
super
and Kai
hopeful
a lot.
guy.
Kai definitely feels like that kind of like, yeah, older, more mature, but like still driven by justice and doing the right thing. Whereas Sin has that very kind of like naive but hopeful like light to him. I don't know. I like their whole family. They're just a bunch of rays of sunshines, and you love them all.
Yeah. I mean, Kai is the type of idiot who's gonna be like, yeah, he probably needed money. Let him steal my wallet. It does make sense, though, for Kai's character to sort of be paired with Dizzy here, who needed that person who looked so optimistically to the future or kept fighting for it to bring her out of that slump of being like, why do I even exist if everybody's going to hate me? And Kai also probably helped stop the end of the world by marrying Dizzy.
All the sacrifices he made.
What a guy. Okay, honestly, do you have time for one more?
Yeah, I guess so.
We can do Crawl. I think that's like it's not necessarily his theme, but it is associated with Nagoriyuki.
Oh, arcade boss theme. Gotcha.
So basically crazy Nago, who says stuff like, I want nothing to do with you. Love this guy. But I also hate him because he beat my ass. Yeah, this is way more frantic than his character theme. I wonder why. Blue Heats and Black Heart? Is that referring to Mr. Happy Chaos over here?
Are you saying that just because he's on screen?
Yes. Also, he's blue. Who else is blue?
I want the freedom of a call. Desire springs through you without compassion. Bursting and finally, a death past and never return. I want the freedom of a call.
I don't know. This sounds a whole lot like Nago wanting to break free from having to work under Happy Chaos. That's just my interpretation. He just wants to go back to living a peaceful life.
Freedom of the Calm is such a funny lyric because I feel like people who get worked up really easily, like I could see where that lyric could have meaning.
Mm-hmm.
But as someone who is by default much more, I guess, mellow, I get moments where I wish I could just get worked up and
Really?
let everything out.
We couldn't tell.
It almost is like the opposite for me. I'm just like, I wish I could just get angry or get explosive sometimes and just let it all out.
There's certainly a spectrum of expression where people can't control their emotions and others who have issues with releasing it in the first place. Probably a lot of factors. Not really an expert on that.
Interesting lyric.
An infinite storm of nothingness. The sky above the clouds and rainbows. The fate has a deeper word. I gave up hope, but I'm not going to be lost tomorrow. Even if this is hell, I'm gonna crawl.
Rainbow that fate has devoured. Does the rainbow in this instance signify hope? So what is fate?
Yeah, because like the rainbow shows up after the rain, right? So like when the storm has passed.
For whatever reason, that made me think of the ending of Baby Driver.
I haven't seen that movie, and now I'm confused.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but those of you who have seen it, you know.
Of all the movies to be pulled out and referenced, that wasn't what I was expecting.
What can I say? Sometimes these songs bring up things that I haven't thought about for a very long time.
Like Baby Driver, I see.
Hey, it was a good movie. It was fun.
Yeah, I've heard it's a good. I just haven't seen it.
Fate Has Devoured. Are we talking about Happy Chaos or Eno? Or just all the stuff that went down the story?
Yeah, I feel like it's a more of a generalization of the event.
The will to not be lost. Despite not being able to run or to walk, I'm gonna crawl out of this hell.
Or like even that, like if you don't need a direction, you just gotta keep going, right?
Keep going somewhere. At least anywhere but here.
Even if you don't know the way out, if you keep moving, eventually maybe you'll find it.
Tranquility. Be domain. It's not real. It's only my mind. Same old. Bring it on down level. Same old. Bring it on down level. Find out. Conflict. Sanity and insanity. Blue heat. Black heart. Instinct and intellect. I want the freedom of a cow. I want the freedom of a cow.
Is there another aspect to this where Nago is always struggling against his vampiric side? That we do know, but is there some urge or some voice in his head too that is affecting him? That I'm not too sure about because we didn't really get an inkling
that I
of
don't know. Yeah.
Like, I don't have any personal experience with being a vampire samurai, so I don't really know where he's coming from. Oh man. I have a distinct feeling that this is going to be one that stumps us, and then we're just going to get slam dunked in the comments.
Probably.
It is what it is.
The sky above the clouds and rainbow, the fate has a deeper word. I gave up hope, but I'm not going to be lost tomorrow. Even if it's this hell, I'm gonna crawl.
It's this like, oh, I gave up on hope. Shit went down. Shit hit the fan. But even then, I'm gonna crawl. No matter what. It's so desperate. It's so hopeless. And yet it's so hopeful. There's a lot of things in this one. A lot of feelings.
Oh, hoping for hope.
Yeah, basically. Like anything, any sign, any glimmer of light. Please. Now this same lyric, but very different vibe. This one's much more determined.
Kind of that move from desperation to drive.
Yeah, drive, just like Elphelt taught us.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
Rub-a-dub-dub, yeah, make sure to take a bath first, Nago.
I want the Hold that faith that is made of steel.
Fate made of steel. I'm assuming you're referring to your weapon.
Or a sturdy face.
Or maybe Nago's referring to Potemkin, his final hope, the armor-clad faith. Yo, the crossover is insane. The two big men. Yeah, I can see that.
See, I told you Kiwi would like Guilty Gear. We gotta get it.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure Kiwi would appreciate like the character designs and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Actually, we could show Kiwi that.
You know, I was
Kiwi
gonna say
hasn't
what
seen
we
them yet.
should do is make her do a tier list just based purely on Guilty Gear character designs.
Yeah, that would be fun. When it comes to Nago's theme, I
Mhm.
think his theme was mostly talking about, well, who he was, what his past troubles were, a lot about his past, really. Whereas this one seems more so him in the current situation of the story of Strive, struggling
Mhm.
against the control of Happy Chaos and having to do stuff that he doesn't want to do. It's quite depressing as well, with like the infinite darkness surrounding him. Almost mirrors Happy Chaos's lyrics of wanting to be in like an open sea at night. The infinite darkness surrounding that and just drifting. Whereas
Mhm.
Nago's like trying to get out of that infinite sea. And we definitely dipped into a lot of different emotions, even though we had a lot of repeated lyrics. They were simply stated with different, I don't know how,
The
how you say
emphasis
it.
change.
Yes, just emphasis changes, yeah. Of determination, of fear, of desperation, pleading even, and
Mhm.
of hope. It's just a lot of mixed emotions. You wouldn't really think when you see Nago from the outside, but if this is more like a representation of his inner struggle, I can see
Mhm.
that. A lot of
Yeah.
turmoil in there.
He's an angsty boy. The inner Chuny, that would say, in Nani Mo Nothing.
Oh, considering how crazy its arcade boss is. Yeah, that's a lot of turmoil. A lot of strangeness going on in there. I actually kind of liked it though. I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites, but it has a steely drive to it. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know how else to describe it.
It's definitely not my favorite song,
Mhm.
but I enjoy it for what it is.
I mean, it's not your genre, so that's pretty evident.
Mhm.
Out of the bunch that we watched today, which one would you say is your favorite?
Well, Slayer, easy.
Yeah, I thought so. Slayers are just so good. The theme is great. The music is great. Slayer's
Mhm.
just very dandy. It's all good.
Yep.
All very good. As for me, like, what else would it be but ABBA's theme? She's just so
Yeah,
good.
ABBA's is also very good.
Yeah, it gets bonus points from me for the nostalgia factor, bringing me back to my childhood. But alright, guys, if we did miss anything, or if you have any opinions about some of the songs that we saw today, please let us know in the comments. And make sure to
Tell
be kind
us
to
how
each other.
stupid we are, and that
Yes.
we entirely missed the point, and that we watched the wrong video.
I'm glad that you're just putting it out there because we know that's gonna happen. I mean, we might as well just throw ourselves under the
That's
bus
half the
now.
comments in all of them.
I know. I get it from the viewer's perspective, but we genuinely don't know. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry, guys. We're trying our best here.
We are. We really are.
But yeah, next time we'll complete all the other songs that aren't related to characters, and probably the final one should be the main theme. We gotta do Bullshit Blazing, right?
Yeah.
We can't not do
Is-
that.
I made Zero listen to that back when we first, like when I was watching the timeline video stuff, because we didn't think we'd
Yeah,
want to react to music. We've come a long way on our Guilty Gear journey. It's time
we
to revisit.
have come a long way. I don't remember the song exactly. I just remember becoming very interested in Guilty Gear after laughing
Mhm.
my ass off at the
Mhm.
Bullshit Blazing. That was great. Like actual peak. Well, I mean, ABBA's is more peak, but that was pretty peak.
I mean, they go
The blah
together.
blah blah and Bullshit Blazing, my favorites. But anyways, dudes, hope you guys enjoyed your time here, and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, dudes.
Bye bye.